So, hello everyone, again. I am waiting for my first video to upload and it's taking forever. I made the mistake of selecting the medium video size, not the small video size, when I made my first video, and so it's 47 megabytes, and the lighting is really not so good in here. But, anyhow, so I'm going to have this funny glowing white face. Yeah. Anyhow, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about why I wanted to make a vlog. There's a couple of reasons. One, obviously, I said in my first video, I watched the Anthropology of YouTube, which is a, I can't remember the guy's name. Michael Wesh? He's a anthropologist at Kansas State, and he and his class study YouTube and how people communicate and the way content is created and influences other content and that sort of thing. It's a really fascinating video. My good friend Mack Collier, Mack is a social media genius and community expert, and he would never call himself that, but I'm allowed to. So, Mack, genius. His blog is The Viral Garden, and I'll put the link in the little thing over here on YouTube. But yeah, so he posted the Anthropology of YouTube, and I finally got around to watching it, and it was fascinating, and I was really engaged and excited. And I've been watching vlogs for a while and thinking, that's something I'd really like to do, but I would never do that. So, because I do lots of little nibbling at myself, like, oh, I can't do that. That would be silly, or nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Stuff like that. I think that's a pretty common thing. My sister's sending me a instant message here. So, she says, you stay up late when you're all alone. Like, I stay up late all the time. Anyway, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyhow, so I've been thinking a lot lately about what do I do to grow myself, and what do I do to push the boundaries and explore the edges a little bit. And I'm going to try to get this camera in a way that I don't have to lean forward. Anyhow, yeah, it's not going to work. Sorry to move the camera around so much. So a few days ago I posted my first poetry post on my blog. Something very serious to me, and something that I, don't shared with very few people ever, but took the big leap to put a poem out on my blog, and was really very humbled and thrilled with the response that I got. And so, one of the things I do a lot is read poetry, and there's this great poet named David White who wrote a book called The House of Belonging. David White, with a Y. And he's a terrific poet. But he's got this poem called Four Horses, which I don't really, the horses, the rest of it's all fine, but there's one verse in it that says, I find myself wanting to do something stupid and lovely. And I think about that a lot. Stupid and lovely. So what does that mean? Stupid and lovely. To me, it's about silliness, and the kind of silliness where, you let yourself out a little bit, and through silliness you reveal a little bit more of yourself and give people a little bit of a glimpse of who you are in an unguarded kind of way. And it turns out to be kind of a neat thing. So, stupid and lovely. So I've been trying to make a practice of doing stupid and lovely things. So this is, this is like this, it's crazy. So that's part of it, and I was really struck by, in the Anthropology of YouTube video, what they were talking about how, looking at that camera and making a video like this, you remove a lot of the context for what you're doing, so you don't know who's going to watch it. I'm a little fidgety right now. I'm not very comfortable. You don't know who's going to be watching it, why they're going to be watching it, where they're going to be, when they're going to be watching it, but you know that, it's going to be out there and available. And it's the weird kind of juxtaposition of the privacy. I'm like all alone here in the study. I'm actually all alone in the house because my husband and son are out of town visiting my husband's parents. So it's very private and singular, but at the same time it's going to be very public. And then there's the possibility that I'll see myself, and it's the thing that Marshall McLuhan talks about cognition and then recognition. So what will I see in myself in all of this? What is it that I'll reveal? What does that mean about what I want to reveal? What will I keep to myself? What are the things that I'll notice when I play this video back? Probably that I make a lot of funny faces. I was watching the other video, the first video that I made, and it's making all these little facial expressions, well, not that exaggerated, but I thought, I'm not Lonely Girl 15. I shouldn't be making those facial expressions and stuff like that. But I should just be who I am, and that's what I was in that video. So, I guess that's it. So yeah, that's why I decided to make a video blog. And thanks to my friend Mack. Hi, Mack. Oh, my sister's sending me another message. She's been having a really hard time lately with her son, getting him to sleep, and over the last couple of days she's really made a breakthrough, and so she's really happy and excited. I'm very happy for her. So, that's what's going on. Waiting for my video to upload. It's never gonna finish. I'm a little bit distraught about this, and I don't know what to do. But, that's it. Bye-bye.